Welcome to qnawire.
Here, we have to find the minimum coefficient of friction necessary to keep a penny, indicated by the red dot, rotating with the disk that it is on and not just fly off. So let's start by finding the angular velocity in this problem. We know that t is equal to 2 pi over omega, so that means that omega must be 2 pi over t, and we're given t in this problem, so all we have to do is plug in our quantity. We get that omega is 2 pi over 1.80 seconds, and since the quantity above is units of radians, we get that omega is equal to 10 pi ninths. Oh, that looks like a G. Ninths rad per second. Okay, now from there, we can analyze our forces. So since our frictional force is the only force pointing inward toward the center of the circle, we know that the frictional force must be responsible for our centripetal force as well. Now, the frictional force, is given by Fn times the coefficient of friction, which is what we're looking for in this problem. And Fn must be equal to mg, since, as you can see in the free body diagram, it's opposing the gravitational force. So now we can write that mg times the coefficient of friction is mv squared over r. And our centripetal force we can also rewrite in terms of omega and just get m omega squared r. If you wanted to, you could also have solved for v straight from the equation or period. It really doesn't make a difference which way you approach it, because in the end, it's all just known quantities. So we get mg as the coefficient of friction equals m omega squared r, and our m's cancel out. Now we can write our coefficient in terms of omega squared, r, and g, and then all that is left to do is plug in. So we just calculated our omega, which is, when we square it, is 100 pi squared over 81 radians per second, multiplied by our radius of 0.15 meters, and that is all over our gravitational acceleration, which is 9.8 meters per second squared. And when we do all that out, plug it into our calculator, we find that our coefficient of friction is equal to 0.1865. That is the minimum coefficient of friction required for the penny to rotate with the circle. And that is our final answer.